What's up, Flyers? Steelhawk Gamer here. This isn't actually my Hand of Fate recording. This unfortunately is the accumulation of episode 10 and part of 11 because the voices were just too quiet for anyone to actually hear. So the actual Bossa episode 9 was the Queen of Scales, and this is what she had to offer.
Let us meet those who worship natural forces rather than the gods.
Basically, all they really want you to do is tail them along and at certain events assist in fighting to keep them alive whilst they provide their rituals.
I have sat where you sit now. The game, though, the game is very different. I doubt even I would have reached this point.
I thought I'd leave that in because, well, it's very interesting.
Lost, without a clue. This is a chance to learn how valuable your equipment can be in the right circumstances.
So basically I have two options: approach a mysterious frigate in front of me or move away in the opposite direction. I choose to move in the opposite direction because I had no idea what to do at that moment in time. So basically I was fending for myself inside the swamp, so I had the options to try and test my luck inside the swamp. And of course my luck decides to give me the worst possible option, which means I have to now fight two monsters.
The natural enemy of magic.
I did defeat them, but I thought that was funny that one of them was full of magic and the other one resistant to magic, working together to kick my ass, which failed. After the encounter though, I was technically still in the swamp, so I had to try again with my luck. Which this time I was successfully able to escape. Whilst continuing through my journey and defeating a load of skeletons within the path, I managed to gain two equipment that I've never used before, so I examined them.
There's no strength like hidden strength. A quick flash of gold, and the bandits will forget themselves.
The Lizard Dome.
Few have seen the homelands of the lizard men, and fewer still survive the experience.
I had to fight some lizard men, but straight afterwards I had either option to save some people or just run. So I had a 25% chance out of 75, and of course knowing my luck I failed, which means I had to fight more monsters and I didn't get the card. And look what I found in the shop.
Feel the wealth of the dead. Hardly a noble approach. Once, many came to play the game. Now, it's so few. The bored, the obsessed, the weak. Some come here merely to fill their mind with anything else but their problems, with any other issue than the thing on their mind today. Is that what you're doing now?
After a cave rescue event, I managed to get two items that I needed.
I see you found yet another way to profit through violence. You're starting to bore me. Purge the lands of these unholy abominations, and you will reap the rewards. She's out there now, waiting for you. A queen of power and grace.
Let's do this. Yes! One take. One take. Summer Solstice, defeating my lizard queen. Shield breaker. Enormous shield. King of Plague. Next boss. Minotaur Maze. Next boss to fight was of course the King of Plague. Thank you, mate. Pause here to see what curses he had.
So much destruction you have wrought. Once this is done and the Rat King chews upon your bones, it will be an age before I can find new pieces to face those who come to play.
This is why I felt sorry for him, because apparently I was the only one to get this far, so I don't find it fair that he was really annoyed at me dying. Also, this is one of the things I unlocked as well. So, that's the thing.
I have been confident, perhaps complacent. Yet, these final opponents I assembled in ages past, specifically to hold against the greatest challenges. He cannot possibly hope to defeat them.
Here was that Summer Solstice event again. So basically I had to hurl them off and fight against 12 Plague, then after that I had to fight against another 6 Dust. Once all that was over, I basically got my reward. I will be here when I die.
Again, a token is at stake.
Find yourself in the... maybe. The markets come up again and change the circumstances a little bit. So instead of bidding all my food, I start bidding hard for my money for food. Knowing my luck, I completely failed and I gained sod and all. We opened the bag to discover that lonely apple seed. After a treasure chest loot, I managed to come across the shield I unlocked in the previous game.
Protection is a virtue, but more is not always better.
Armor level is increased.
He knows you are here. He can smell you.
Just before I managed to get to the boss, I happened to come across a double choice, so I thought I'd be smart and produce the 2 skulls. Boy was I wrong, and now I have to fight the King of Skulls and a lava golem now. There I go. This card. Twilight Ritual. You receive. Bashing Ring. Receive. Gain 5 food. Have Merchant's Favor. So that was episode 10 and episode 11 part 1 of my recorded series of Hand of Fate, which failed to load because of my voice being too low. With that being said, I've done the actual shortened end of it, but do you actually still want me to do a full-length play of it again? I'm more than happy to do that, so long as I get a response. Because I do want to keep going, but if no one says anything, I'll just continue from 11 and we'll all just ignore 10. However, if you want me to retry with 10 and get through that completely and then get to 11 properly, please let me know. It'll take some time for me to get to there, but I want your opinion. So, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you flyers in the next episode. So until then, glide on.